Hey everyone, it's Kale from Scud Style, and today I want to talk a little bit about superstition. Today is Friday, May 13th, 2016, and I just thought it was kind of an appropriate topic for the whole Friday the 13th vibe. Generally goes with superstition. Um, and as a professional gambler for 6 or so years, it's kind of a topic that is kind of very applicable to my life. And I'm surrounded by people who are kind of enveloped in superstition. Some are really driven by it, some could care less and don't believe in it, other things like that. So I just want to talk a little bit about my experience and my opinion about superstition in general. So first off, when I first started playing poker professionally, and even before then, I would always live by the mantra regarding superstition that is unlucky to be superstitious. Kind of that superstition can drive people crazy. Like there were players that would have an unlit cigarette in their mouth. Like the idea of Sammy Farha, for instance, is a professional poker player. Have an unlit cigarette in his mouth, and every time he would lose a hand, he would put a new cigarette in. And just little habits and stuff like that sound exhausting to me. And to kind of be battling those superstitious demons in your head all day while trying to focus on playing poker too is kind of a nightmare. And it doesn't just apply to poker, that applies to everything. Why would you want to be constantly wrestling with this idea that there is something out there you are directly causing to happen or not happen through some kind of ritual or action or things like that? And everyone has different beliefs, and everyone has different kind of ways of being, ways of seeing the world, ways of seeing different interactions and personal inward battles and things going on. That's fine. Of course that's the case. But for superstition, I think it's a lot of self-created stuff. So I lived by that mantra for a long time. I didn't have anything to do with it. I would play everything exactly the same. I didn't have a luck charm. I didn't have a certain routine that I did that was lucky. I did a routine because I thought it would help me mentally, or I thought it would prepare me, or this or that, but it had nothing to do with the superstitious aspect of, oh, I didn't change my underwear, so that's why I'm winning. I'm sorry. It's just, the thing itself is not what's important. Going into that, now, on that same example, it's the mindset. So, a hockey player is in the playoffs and doesn't shave his beard or doesn't change his underwear or anything like that. They're now in a winning mindset. They're like, I've got this on, and if it helps them be in the winning mindset and the positivity and it helps them visualize winning or hoisting the cup or anything like that, that's a completely different story, because now the superstition itself has led to a behavioral change, and that's what's helping them, not the superstition, not the fact that your underwear is still dirty and it's the same one, or not the fact that you're carrying around a piece of aventurine, or as I'm wearing one, but it's not for superstitious reasons or anything like that. Or a good luck charm, or rabbit's foot, any of these things. So the behavior itself, I think, coming from mindset. So now my perspective on superstition, especially in the last couple of years, has kind of changed. Now it's more of a focusing on that mindset aspect of it. So it's kind of like our thoughts are what we manifest, right? Like it or hate them. If you're dwelling on something positive is going to happen to you, it's more likely to happen. This is a law of attraction type thing. This is manifesting. This is, kind of envisioning and creating the world, relationships, people, experiences, events, all of that. This is creating all of that for yourself. But it all starts in the mind. So that's kind of the superstitious aspect. So when you're superstitious and you're dwelling on something constantly, what are you creating? Are you dwelling on something negatively? Are you saying, oh, I didn't shoot, I washed my underwear, now I'm going to lose? Then all of a sudden, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you are fulfilling that by getting into that mindset. And that has nothing to do with the fact that you didn't wash your underwear. So this is where I think people who aren't superstitious are kind of neutral, right? They're kind of energetically and law of attraction neutral, because they're saying, oh, hey, I'm not thinking about that either way. It's got nothing to do with the underwear. I'm not even going to think about it, right? It's got nothing to do with my lucky charm. It's got nothing to do with my rabbit's foot. I'm just going to do it. So they're not really projecting a positive or a negative connotation with the superstition. They're not really attaching any emotion or thought to the outcome or result beforehand. So that's kind of a neutral interaction with superstition. On the flip side, there's also positive and negative effects of superstition. So if someone's superstitious and they're so confident that things are going their way and they've done everything right and they've done the ritual, and now all of a sudden they can't possibly lose, or this can't go the wrong way, or I can't possibly have a bad day, I've got my lucky charm with me, or this or that, that person is already putting out really positive, I can't possibly have a bad day, or even more positive than that would not be using the negative and saying, today is a beautiful day. I have everything in order, and today is a beautiful day, it's going to be great. I'm going to love every minute of it. That's so much different than the negative superstitious person who makes a mistake on their superstition, or is so caught up in that they might even think that they're going to have a good day, or say that, or set that intention, but then throughout the whole day they're dwelling on, oh no, but this, I don't know if I did my routine right, I don't know if I did this, I don't have all of my superstitious, what's the expression? Ducks in a row? There it is. I don't have all the ducks in a row that I was supposed to have had. So in the back of their mind, they're kind of thinking, okay, so this might go wrong, and this might go wrong, and this might go wrong. And by thinking about the things that are going wrong, even if they have a generally positive aspect, if you're focusing on things going wrong, things are going to go wrong. That's just the way, all this kind of stuff works. So to kind of conclude here, superstition can be a very useful tool, especially for people who are very positively superstitious about it. People who use it as a very positive way, or if it's a fun way, or if it's like, oh, this is my lucky shirt. I can't lose with this shirt. I can't have a bad day with this shirt, And instead of projecting I can't have a bad day, you should be saying, I only have good days in this shirt. Today's Friday the 13th. I've got my lucky shirt. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be wearing this shirt. So, I think that's really the important takeaway of this. It's really about mindset. And so if superstition, you need to look at if you are superstitious or if you aren't. In my opinion, in the way I kind of see it, and the way I've kind of experienced it, especially in the gambling world where it is so prevalent, people can kind of get caught onto superstition, and if they're using superstition and they get caught up or tripped up a lot in their superstitious process, and there's a lot of negativity surrounding the superstition, then it's probably unhealthy for them to be using superstition. It's probably causing more negativity. They're probably manifesting or bringing in more negative things than they would have otherwise without superstition. On the other hand, if someone's doing it in a fun way, or they like this charm, or like this or that, it's not hurting anyone. For me, the problem with superstition kind of comes with what I was kind of initially saying, that it drives people crazy. Certain people drive certain people crazy when they kind of dwell on the negatives, or the imperfection of their routine, or the inconsistencies, or this or that, or causing some questionable behavior in that way. And if that, I don't want to participate in that. I want to kind of create a positive, and everything might not have been lined up superstitiously exactly the way it was supposed to have, but if you have the positive mindset anyway, that's all you need to create the superstition. So to get the positives, in my opinion, out of the whole superstitious process is a matter of just taking the mindset, taking what you want, envisioning it, feeling it, and just going with it from there and making it happen, feeling the emotion, just creating that scenario in your mind, and just mocking those up, manifesting those, and putting them out in the world for you to kind of walk into. So that's kind of my take on superstition. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it, but I think there's a root mindset at the core of it, and if you can make that mindset positive and use positive vocabulary with it, positive, kind of a structure to it, not it won't become this day, because then you're dwelling on, it won't become a bad day. A lot of times your mind's dwelling on bad day. If you say it will be a great day, your mind's thinking great day, you're putting out great day, and it's just all about belief and emotion and feeling like that. So that's pretty much my view on superstition. If it helps you and it's positive, that's great. If it doesn't help you and you still want to do it, that's great too. This is just my opinion, and good luck out there, everyone. Enjoy your Friday, and I'll talk to you later.